bring up New Breed real quick. He ain't answer.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings. What's going on with you?
Appreciate you, New
Riz,
Breed, for pulling up, brother.
absolutely. And y'all brothers,
Salute, brother. Salute.
salute. Y'all dropping
Yeah,
some bombshells right now. And speaking of this Sambo on your screen right here, you know, this guy right here is a straight up tether. You understand? He hates to see black people coming together, and he's been pocket watching what's going on. And y'all brought out a lot of details and facts how our people, you know, have been separated and divided, and the other nations have been coming together to make sure, out of racism and bigotry, that they get away with murder. And this is self-defense. This ain't murder. And it's a straight A student. And some of the things that was said was horrendous coming from this guy right here. But see, it's all about opportunism. They want to get in that place where they get that white fan base. You know what I'm saying? And it's not against all white folks or nothing like that coming from my perspective. But you know what it is he wants to get that new demographic of people and reach those people, because it's all about the dollars for a lot of these people, and they watching where the money going. You know, so what if Carmelo Anthony's family got a place and they being threatened and all of that kind of stuff, and the judge is being threatened. I mean, see, you know, so these people right here, they're problematic. And that's why shows like this is so pivotal and paramount, because you got to point out who is who in this day and age we live in, because it's a real war out here.
Yeah. I know Ringo's the worst, man. That's why I've been going in on him, man. I see you've been giving him that work too over there, man.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, that guy, he's Panamanian, and that's cool. That's what he is. But look at the crime rate in Panama. You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on over there. Their crime rate is sky high. They haven't built nothing, but this same guy right here is talking about, what have y'all built? Well, we built the whole country. So you can have the luxury to sit on your computer and talk crazy about our people. You listen, you can benefit off our plight and off our hard work and labor, but you don't have nothing to say about what's going on in your homeland. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I refer to this man as a tether adjacent, because I believe he was raised around people who was saying, hey, you know, these black people, they're foolish, they're imbeciles, they're not really on nothing, they lazy. And whoever seared his conscience with that, he believes it. So a person can look like us, but be of a whole nother fashion. And that's what I be trying to explain to my audience, because a lot of them get caught up with the religious stuff, because they try to use the Bible and the scriptures to manipulate an audience. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about FBA. What comes first is we're gonna stand with each other. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna defend each other. We're not doing all that nonsense. And that's what is needed right now in these spaces. No doubt.
Well, I appreciate you, New Breed, for sure, man, for dropping that science, man, for sure.
Man,
And
thank you, brother.
yeah, for sure, man. Let me bring up Boulevard 73. You got it.
Hey, Red, just real quick. These white folks is mad at us because you see they've never seen this out of us before. Look, they
Yeah.
made us hate Kyrie. They made us hate.
You guys. We gonna land, man. I'm gonna let my man New Breed go ahead.
For sure. And since you got this Sambo on your screen, I got to address this guy.
Go ahead.
Right
I would
here.
love to hear it.
I got to, man. I got to. But you know, this guy right here, man, you know, I just recently put out some footage, you know, some audio of this man, you know, saying some horrendous things about young girls. And, you know, whatever his background is, what he said is enough to have him arrested immediately. I mean, it's that voluntary, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the information is out there, what he said. But the hypocrisy of this individual, this same guy right here on the screen was talking about he hoped Carmelo basically get his manhood taken in prison. This is what this man is saying. This is the type of visceral and hatred, lack of compassion and empathy that these tethers and these Sambos really have for black men. They hate black men. I mean, they hate us with a passion. And this is how they're trained to think. And this is what I respect so much about Red Supreme's show, because he can spot these guys out and he can see them clear as day and point them out. And, you know, this guy right here, he got to really be exposed for that. and the reason I'm really addressing it because he's right here on the screen, and I've heard some of the disgusting rhetoric that's coming out that man's mouth, and it just goes to show that if something was to ever happen, because we know that this case is going to be big, you know what I'm saying? It, you know, and perhaps even big as the OJ trial once it goes down, because you got, you know, these strong right-wing conservatives, like, you know, different individual groups, MAGA, whatever the case is, the bigots and racist, different people, they gonna be all in on it. And then you got you know, the young brother Carmelo's lawyer, you know, he's in line with some civil rights activism. So we know it could get real, regardless of what the verdict is, which we hope we knowing, and we're gonna speak that, you know, Carmelo's gonna win. But if something was to ever go down, at least y'all get to see which one of these Sambos and Negroes, which side of the fence they're gonna be on. You know who gonna be cowards. You know who gonna fold. I mean, they're telling on themselves. This trial has exposed who is who. And you know, when it comes down to our community, you know, once they show who they are, they got to be marked and isolated and put out the community. And that's what I really respect about your channel, Reg. You always talking about, hey, look, first of all, we got to get the Tethers, we got to get the Sambos out the community. That's a major problem, because that's an internal problem. And the issue is a lot of people can't tell the difference between who is who, because they falling for vain words. But I advise, you know, everybody to really check out what this man had to say about young girls and being able to court them at age 11 and different things like that he was saying, because it'll show you the mentality, that foreign mentality that he have. And these are the type of people that got to be pretty much put out of the community and marked. So listen, Reg, you doing a big good job on this, man. Powerful works you doing, man. So look, respect to respect to the audience, the host and the guests, man. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Appreciate you, New Breed. Anytime, man. We can link up and put something together too, man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
your content as well, man. So
Man,
I'll be reaching out to you, bro.
For sure. Thank you, brother. Peace and blessings to y'all.
For sure. All right, this is what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna wrap this thing.